Okay, if you're new here, hi, I'm Dee, and I'm about to become your new favorite person. If you've been following me for a while, you already know what I'm about to say, and you're probably already nodding. I want to talk about the most overlooked thing in the entire health and wellness space. It's not a supplement or cutting out of gluten. Again, it's you, fully functioning, hormonally balanced, energized, magnetic, and alive because that version of you, she's not gone. She's just been running on empty for way too long. Okay, does this sound familiar? You wake up already calculating how tired you are before you've even looked at your phone. You need a coffee before you can function like a human being. And by 3 p.m., you're hitting a wall so hard, all you want is something like sweet, chocolate, anything. And then 10 o'clock rolls around, 10 p.m., and suddenly you're wired. You can't switch off, your mind is racing, and you're lying there thinking, why am I exhausted, but I can't sleep? And then the one that really gets me, you're snapping at the people that you love, not because anything's wrong, but because you're so close to empty that there's literally nothing left for anyone else's emotions. But that's not who you are. That's your body literally waving a red flag, telling you something is off at the root, regardless of what you've already done. And you're not alone in this because 59% of women are currently in burnout right now. 72% of women don't even realize that their physical symptoms, the exhaustion, that brain fog, not remembering why you walked into a room, that weight gain, or those other symptoms that are showing up, that's stress showing up in your hormones. And 80% of women experience significant hormonal symptoms at some point. Significant. And most are told that their results are normal. Normal is not the same as optimal. And you, my friend, you deserve optimal. We all do. I know you're not someone who just sits back and literally does nothing because I know you've done the naturopath, the panels, the elimination diets, the supplements alone could fill a small pharmacy. Am I right? I literally am speaking from experience here. And maybe things improved for a while and then you reverted and you wondered what you were doing wrong. I need you to hear this. You weren't doing anything wrong. The approach was incomplete. Okay, your hormones, your gut, your nervous system are not separate. They literally live in one body, they are in constant conversation. Treat just one layer, you'll get temporary results because the root cause was never addressed. And for most high performing women, it's this: chronic stress hormones suppressing everything else, gut dysfunction blocking absorption and creating high pathogenic load, and a nervous system so dysregulated it literally cannot hold the results of any protocol you put it on. That's not a willpower problem, it's a physiology problem, and it has a solution. These are two women you might actually recognize. Anna Rose, building a business, building a life, thinking ahead to growing her family. She actually came to me because she understood something most women don't, and I respect her so much for it until it's too late. Your body is your first asset. Everything compounds from it: your cash flow, your creativity, your relationships, your sex drive, your capacity to hold more. In her final month of this exact protocol, Anna said to me, and I quote, "Every woman deserves to feel this good." And she described finally feeling like a clear vessel for everything she'd been trying to call in. Christy, an entrepreneur, a leader, literally in the business of helping other people live freely, came to me in burnout. Adrenal fatigue and stress had taken a toll that she couldn't outwork or out positive mindset her way through. Her ambition had completely outpaced what her body could hold, and she'd hit what I call an impact ceiling. No amount of drive gets you through that. She did the work, the real work, and she's now saying she feels the best she has in 10 years. 10 years. And if you knew how much these women already held, how much inner work and how many protocols they'd done before this, you'd understand why that means everything. Because that's the difference. This work doesn't just fix symptoms, it expands what you're capable of holding. This is what I'm so passionate about. So, the full body reset. It's 6 months. It's my most comprehensive program and the most accessible I've ever made it. I use holistic, deep diagnostic tools. I'm talking real root cause investigation, not just a standard blood panel. We build your completely personalized protocol. We work all 3 layers: physical, nervous system, emotional, in the right sequence. You'll hear me say that a million times throughout the protocol. 6 months of detox supplements are included with the intention to not need as many supplements, but there's a cause for it, right? It's very specific, very intentional. There's sequence specifically for the protocol at no extra costs, of course. There's practically weekly group consults. If it's a 5-week month, we won't have one on the 5th week, but other than that, weekly, I'm here for you. Imagine sitting in front of your naturopath, nutritionist, integrative doctor every single week, right? That's what you're getting. A community of women who hold as much as you do, not just like, oh, she doesn't understand, she doesn't have kids. Oh, she doesn't understand, she doesn't have a lot of pressure. Oh, she doesn't understand, she doesn't run a business. No, these are women who hold as much as you do. It's an intentional, structured experience with a clear beginning, middle, and end. And I am with you the entire way through. Women come out of this sleeping through the night, not needing caffeine to function, although they can choose to drink it if they want, moving through their cycle with awareness instead of dread. Like, imagine being like, my period's coming tomorrow and I feel great, showing up differently in every relationship, calling in the most magnetic opportunities, strong, vibrant, genuinely well. The lucky girl energy, that's not luck, my friends. That's a body that's finally working for you. Everything that you're building next, it needs a body that can hold it. If you've made it this far, I already know that you're not someone who needs convincing that you deserve to feel incredible. You just needed to know that there was a real answer, that it wasn't in your head, and that your body could actually change. It can. And for the women who commit to this work, it does. I've seen it hundreds of times. Christy and Anna, they're just 2 examples. We start very soon. Spots are limited because the level of support inside this private client level program, I want to keep it that way. And founding round pricing is the lowest it will ever be. So what you're seeing now is the lowest that it will be. If something in you is already nodding, trust that. The women who say, I knew the moment I saw it, they are always the ones who get the biggest results. The link is below. I cannot wait to work with you.